So there I am, halfway through a Scooby-Doo movie that I, a 30-year-old man, have not seen yet. When boom, they drop a fucking ludicrous bomb straight on my forehead and knock my damn knickers off. So let me tell you about it. It starts out with me trying to get into the spooky season by going down old nostalgia way and picking out a good old Scooby-Doo movie. Granted, me being 30, I have missed out on a few of the newer ones, so I decided to familiarize myself with a couple. And my first pick was Scooby-Doo and the Curse of the 13th Ghost. And let me tell you, this ain't like the old Scooby-Doo movies. It starts out with immediately disbanding the mystery gang. They can't hunt mysteries no more. The sheriff in their town has had enough of their antics. He even makes them sell the mystery machine by telling them that if he sees it out on the streets again, he's impounding it. So that's that. The gang have a garage sale to sell off the van and all the souvenirs from the mysteries over the years. When Velma spots it, a crystal ball that Fred and Velma didn't even know existed. Shaggy tries to keep it away from everyone, but then it starts fucking ringing. Turns out, it's a phone, and who's on the other line but Mr. Vincent Van Ghoul himself, a staple of classic Scooby-Doo, so I know we're on the right path. He's been calling because he needs their help. The 13th ghost has appeared, and he needs a gang to help stop him. Turns out, Daphne, Scooby, and Shaggy have been doing mysteries without Fred and Velma knowing this entire time, and that's when I get my first bombshell. You're telling me that Fred and Velma had no idea that Daphne, Shaggy, and Scooby were out chasing actual ghosts. After all this time, and we're talking a lot of time. Canonly, we're talking 30 plus years. They haven't brought this up once. They spend hours, days even, in a van hunting fake ghosts. You'd think it'd get brought up a time or two. But okay, I can accept that. But then Daphne pulls out this badass mystery van that they used to use without Fred and Velma and acts like it's no big deal. And then she just takes the leadership role straight from out of Fred's feet. And we are being serious right now. We're being serious. Where would she hide this thing? But screw it, let's move on. The gang used said mystery machine, spelt like mystery machine, to go help Vincent capture the 13th ghost. On their way to Vincent, Daphne skillfully outmaneuvers a ghost car that's been trying to stop them, and Fred gets all butthurt about Daphne not being totally useless for once, starting off this whole midlife crisis and catapulting us into the next scene, where we find out that Vincent doesn't have the MacGuffin, the chest that can capture the 13th ghost. And while finding out exactly where it is, they all get attacked by Asmodeus, the 13th ghost, and yada yada yada. The gang escape and get to safety as they go looking for the MacGuffin. They split up. Velma and Fred go to a gift shop and meet a kid named Flim Flam who is just obsessed with ghost hunting. And Shaggy, Scooby, Daphne, and Vincent go to the temple where the MacGuffin is. Well, they get trapped inside, but Vincent teleports them out, leaving himself behind, causing Daphne to second guess herself as the gang's new leader. Velma and Fred catch up to the rest of the gang, and Fred decides that now's the time to motivate the team by telling them that he used to be a cheerleader. A cheerleader. Really? This man is going through a midlife crisis, and to solve that, the writers make this man a cheerleader. This definitely ain't the old Scooby-Doo. But with Fred's awesome cheerleading, the gang get the second win and head back to go help out Vincent. But that's when we get the ludicrous bombshell I was talking about in the beginning. Flim Flam, the boy with the ridiculous name, who's working at the old gift shop, is the same kid that helped Daphne, Scooby, and Shaggy capture the original 13th ghost all those years ago. And that Velma and Fred have no idea who Scrappy-Doo is. This was it. This made me pause the movie and do some digging. Chronologically, Velma and Fred have met Scrappy-Doo, Scooby-Doo's cousin, long before this movie came out. But I guess we're just throwing that bit of information out the window. And Flim Flam, the boy who helped Daphne and Scoop hunt down real ghosts, was around 10 years old. Now that alone is a fact that they can't just sweep under the rug. How are they going to have a kid and a puppy travel the world and hunt ghosts? It just seems extremely irresponsible. This tells me that Daphne was a horrible leader while Fred and Velma were away. I'm sure that by this point, most of you have already guessed that the gang get the chest and unmask the 13th ghost, who turned out to be Vincent's old friend and the guy who helped trap all those evil ghosts in the MacGuffin all those years ago. But what you didn't guess is they would just let him go. After all that, they just let him go. After all that time and money hunting this guy down, not to mention all the secrecy and bombshells dropped along the way, they're just gonna let him go. This man has got to be the luckiest man in all of Scooby-Doo history. But anyway, the story wraps up with Fred getting his midlife crisis under control and Velma being a little less skeptic. As they fly back home, Daphne decides they should just keep solving mysteries, despite what the sheriff had said, and gives Fred back his leadership role. And all's well that ends well. But no, hang on. Are we, the viewer, just supposed to accept this movie as canon? How can the writers just pull the rug out from under our feet and expect us to just go along with it? Fred and Velma didn't know who Scrappy-Doo was? I mean, everything else I'm willing to drop. Daphne, Scooby, Shaggy fighting real ghosts with a puppy and a 10-year-old? Dropped. Vincent Van Ghoul and the gang letting the bad guy go? Dropped. Fred selling the mystery machine without crying? Dropped. But them acting like Fred and Velma were just completely oblivious to Scrappy-Doo's existence. That's where we, dear viewers, should draw the line. But let me know what you think in the comments. I am just a 30-year-old man-child who just invested hours into making this video. I'm probably not the best voice for this topic, so let me know how you feel about the bombshell that is this movie, and I'll see you again in the next one. Thanks for watching.